Davis will throw. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a three-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They'll toss it to the left. Creates a little room. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Play of the quarter coming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Direct snap. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
7, Hawaii, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. And he's knocked down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Callaway. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reed. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he's stopped, a gain of 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Rainbow Warriors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. Davis looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field. But again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the Rainbow Warriors get it past the sticks. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Davis will throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs for the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Preston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Callaway. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Hard running there. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Sends it back in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the pummeling has started.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get rid of it. Complete downfield. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation.
Touchdown, Hawaii! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The run to the right. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Handoff from the gun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to blast their way in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. On the ground. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after